Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for an MG5 trophy walk around video. But before we do get started, if you do enjoy our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a minute of our content ever again. This here is a Hampstead Grey MG5 trophy featuring a 61.1 kilowatt battery underneath the floor. That battery in turn then feeds a 115 kilowatt motor at the front, and together they will give you 250 miles of range. This vehicle can be rapid charge DC, and in 30 minutes that will give you 80% charge. The vehicle itself is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning we'll take MG warranty with us till 2030. We've only done 3,200 miles. I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So sit tight and let me walk you around this lovely MG5 estate. So like always, we're going to begin looking around the front bumper. So these are the SIAC light technology, i.e. full LED MG headlights. So you've got some great headlights on there, and we've got a nice two-tone colour scheme going on in this vehicle. So you've got the gloss black trims with the Hampstead Grey. I am a big fan of the colour scheme. MG5s are charged from the front, so a push of this, if I've unlocked the vehicle, my apologies, unlock the flap, open that up. So the top flap here, which is AC, which will be most of your home charging. This is a Type 2 connection port. So typically at home you will either have the 3-pin plug charger, the slower charger, and that will charge the vehicle nice and slowly overnight, or you can upgrade that to the 7 kilowatt home charger. For all times for charging, please give us a call and I'll explain everything you need to know. Oh, but underneath there, that is the DC charger. So when you're in a public charging service station, you can plug in the big high-powered gun, and that will charge the vehicle to 80% in just 30 minutes. So you can pop the bungs in after you're done. No. Come here. There we are. Right, go like so. That is where the vehicle is charged from. Just underneath the charging flap there is a front-facing camera. This vehicle boasts 4 individual cameras that build up to give you a 360-degree view. Moving around the front bumper, we come to these beautiful 17-inch machine-cut alloy wheels. So machine cut gives you the silver shiny face at the front with the gloss black just behind. The tyres fitted to these are Maxis, I believe, Maxi tyres. You've got good tyres on them, and again, they've not done much work, so they're in fantastic condition. Looking up quickly, we have a few sensors in the windscreen there. One there is going to be a traffic speed sign recognition, and we're also going to have one there for the rain sensing wipers and auto lights. Coming around now to the driver's door. On the driver's door, let me just go to half zoom for this. We have this little button. So as long as you've got the key in close proximity, you can take advantage of keyless entry. So the vehicle is locked, the key is in the pocket, and when you click on this button, it unlocks the vehicle. Click it once again, and then locks the vehicle. So it's a nice unlock lock feature. So if you've got your hands full of shopping, maybe you've got a kid in one hand, you need to gain entry nice and quickly without scrambling for the key, you can just simply click on the button there. Please note we have power fold and heated door mirrors on this one as well. So returning back to the colour scheme of the vehicle, we have rear privacy glass, so that aids with a two-way colour theme. So rear privacy glass, you guessed it, stretches all the way around the rear of the vehicle. So at this stage of the video, I take a step back on the corner and I shimmy the camera all the way down the side of the vehicle, hopefully showing you just how beautiful everything is. So now we're getting lower, we'll link that round to the offside rear wheel. So rear discs on this one, if anyone was interested. Very big fan of the alloys on here, I think the alloys are really smart. So making our way around the rear of the MG5 now, we have rear parking sensors, and they are complemented beautifully with another camera. So that is a rear reversing camera. But equally, we have 2 cameras on either wing mirror also. So again, that builds up the 360-degree image. Moving round now, we're going to give it the exact same treatment on the near side rear. So we're going to slowly shimmy the camera all the way down the side, showing you how lovely all the bodywork is. Then we can link that to the near side rear wheel, like so, and we can follow it all the way down to the near side front wheel, like so. Okay, so that's the exterior taken care of. Let's have a look inside the boot. So one of the main selling points from an estate car is the size of the boot, and that has not changed on this fully electric MG5. So we have a gigantic, very large volume rear boot there as well. We have a built-in tonneau cover which can easily be retracted and pushed back again like so. Underneath the boot liner there we have additional storage, and we also have a tyre sealant kit and compressor, so that will get you out of trouble on the side of the road if you did have a deflated tyre. The vehicle is supplied with a charger, so if I can just open this up with one hand, please bear with me. Like so. So it comes in a nice little carry case, and in there will be the Type 2 connection ends. That is the AC charging that I showed you at the start of the video, and that is a 13 amp plug socket, so that goes into any domestic plug socket, and that will slowly charge the vehicle overnight. So depending on your requirements of the vehicle, for example, if you don't do many miles at all and you're just plodding around into town and just doing little journeys, this charger might be sufficient enough for you, because you don't need to charge it in a hurry. But on the contrary to that, if you're doing many miles and need to get the vehicle charged overnight, you might require the 7 kilowatt home charger, which will then easily charge this vehicle overnight. But again, if you need any advice, any help with your charging facilities, give us a call. We can help you through every step of the electrification process. So, opening up the offside rear door card now. So the interior of these, we have a nice soft touch cloth with blue stitching all the way around. Obviously 4 electric windows, so they give you one control on every door card. Spinning the camera around now, we can see we've got the rear floor mats in there already. Now we can start to look at the seat. So again, it's the part, it's like a suede leathery cloth material with perforated leather throughout the middle and lower base of the seat. 2 ISO-fixing seats feature, so one on the left hand rear and one on the right hand rear. And when the kiddies don't require ISO-fixing seats and they've got iPads, iPods and everything in between, we have 2 USBs tucked away down there to keep their devices nicely charged up on those 250-mile journeys. Progressing nicely into the front of the vehicle. So on the driver's door card is where you'll find all 4 electric window controls, along with your folding mirror controls and adjustments. Just above it, next to the door handle, is where you'll find your interior locking. Spinning the camera back around now to look at the seats once again. There's some lovely condition front seats, driver and passenger. Again, the theme continues with a part suede material with a perforated leather in the middle. These seats are both heated, the front seats are heated, and we have a, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-way adjustable electric seat. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a second. Okay, so now inside the vehicle we have a start-stop button just to the left-hand side of the steering wheel. So foot on the brake, one click of that will then give us power and engage the system. So it's very important for electric vehicles. I know my wheel's not straight, I left it at an angle for everyone to see the tyre. So electric vehicles, when you turn the ignition on, the most important thing you need to look for is a green ready sign. Without the green ready sign, you are not going anywhere. So to give you a quick breakdown of what we're looking at, just go to 2x zoom for this. The left hand side is a digital speedo with a parking brake just above it. In the middle, this compartment here is controlled using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So we're in the shield at the moment, which is your car settings. Go right and that will take you to information, and then we're into your car. So this is a home page with the time and the date. Come down and we can see your accumulated or current journey. Then we go into accumulated total there, and we've got the energy flow, so you can see where the energy is going at what point. Then we have the live tyre pressures, so each wheel has a TPMS sensor, tyre pressure monitoring system, and that will give you the live tyre pressures along with the temperatures. Scroll down once more, we have electric information, then we have your 12-volt battery information and the state of charge. Then we're back to our home screen. Beautiful. Going right once more will take you into your screen settings, so you can adjust your overspeed threshold, your illuminance level, and we've also got your next service. The right hand side, we have done away now with the RPM gauge, the revolutions per minute, because we don't have an engine to count the revolutions of. Instead, the power is displayed in a percentage. So obviously flat out on the accelerator is 100% power. This vehicle, like most electric vehicles, have a KERS system, a kinetic energy recovery system. So that means when you come off the throttle, it'll be putting resistance onto the motor to backfeed into the battery, extending your range by up to 100 miles. So if you're in a town or a city environment and you're constantly on and off the accelerator, that is going to be recharging your battery as you're going along. So where they say you can get 250 miles of range out of here, you know, if you're in a town or city all day long, that could be much higher. So the KERS comes in 3 individual levels. Please notice that number 2 with a colour band around the outside of it, that is suggesting we're in the midway point for KERS. There is a toggle switch in the middle centre console, which you can turn up to number 3, which is the strongest. That'll give you about minus 25% power. 2 is about minus 17, and number 1 is about minus 10. We have individual drive modes on a vehicle, so you can switch it between eco mode. In eco, it's going to dull down the power in the power steering, the radio, heating, ventilation, and obviously your motor, so giving you a more economical drive. So please notice the bottom left hand side, we have 118 miles at 48%. But if we were to click upwards into comfort, then that miles gets smaller and smaller. So as you go through the different drive modes, it makes an accurate calculation of how much battery is going to be used. So it's a very nice feature, a very clever body control module. So that's a little bit about the screen we are currently looking at. Zooming out once more, we can start to look around the steering wheel. I'm just going to move my seat back because I am very tall and I've got some gangly legs. So the right hand side, again, the arrows controlling the screen. Below it we have a star button, which is programmable to do a multitude of different things. That one there is a voice command button, so perfect when you're using your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which I shall come to in a second. And the left hand side is where you'll find your volume rocker, so you have a plus and minus volume, a previous and next song, and a mute button in the middle. Just below it we have your phone connectivity, so if someone was phoning you, you can click on that one to answer or dismiss the phone call. SRC is a source button, and that changes the input to the media. So for example, if you're listening to the radio, then all of a sudden you fancy listening to your tunes on your phone, and simply click on the SRC button and it shall change the source. So that's a bit about the driver, steering wheel and the screen. Equally, just below it by your left knee, well, currently my left knee, but it would be yours if you bought this vehicle, we have the adaptive cruise control stick, shifter, stalk, whatever you want to call it. Very simple to use, simply pull it towards you to engage, click the set button at the end to set your speed. If you'd like to adjust your speed, click it upwards or downwards and that will adjust your speed in increments of 5 miles per hour. If you require only 1 miles per hour increase or decrease, simply hold up or down the stalk. To adjust to the distance to the vehicle in front of us, you simply twist the end. That again is replicated on the screen ahead of you. So you have the white bars on the right hand side of the screen, and that suggests the distance to the vehicle in front. Once you're done, simply click on the brake and that'll put it on standby, or if you know you're going to be done completely, push the lever away from you. You might also notice the top left hand side, is where you'll see your traffic speed sign. Okay, so that's a bit about the driver area. Let's continue to the centre console. This vehicle features an electronic park brake. We have auto hold, but electric park brake, for example, when you put it into the drive gear, it cancels, and when you put it into park, it applies. So you won't be using that much, it's just there as an emergency brake. So this is the rotary gear selector. I think it's a piece of art. It's very, very sleek, very well designed. You've got a fantastic bit of feedback from it as well. So it's all weighted, it's spring loaded. It's a very nice sensation. Just in front of that we have a mode button, and equally we have the KERS, which is your KERS, which I was rambling on about earlier. So that's how to adjust the drive modes and the KERS. This is the infotainment screen, very well designed, very well laid out, and it's a fantastic bit of software. MG are improving with their software year by year, and I think this is the best of the bunch. So we have Apple CarPlay at the top there, Android Auto at the bottom. So if you have your phone connected, or it is a smartphone, take advantage of the CarPlay features. From Apple CarPlay on Android Auto, you can use the voice command button, which in turn you can ask it to do a whole range of tasks for you. So if you need to make phone calls, set navigation, play music, what's the weather like, Siri, tell me the cricket score, you can do it all hands-free whilst driving. So it's a very nice feature indeed. But again, we have a fantastic MG navigation system to the right hand side. But if you weren't a fan of the MG nav, we can also use Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, anything like that. In the middle here, I won't go through the whole screen because this might turn into a short movie, but this is a very important screen for me. This is your charging screen. So what we can do is we can go into your settings and we can schedule your charging from here. So a lot of people have an off-peak tariff, so at night they get nice cheap electricity. So for example, if that started at 10 and finished at 6, you can schedule the car to charge between those hours, so you get a nice cheap rate overnight. So contact your electric provider to find out more. Equally, you can purchase an additional accessory, which is a vehicle to load charger. So you can actually take electricity out of the vehicle, and that could be in a form of a plug socket. So that's a bit about the screen and everything this vehicle has to offer. We have additional settings to the right hand side there. This vehicle is supportive of the iSmart application, so if you don't know what that is, pop it into Google. It's a fantastic user-friendly app that you can speak to your vehicle with, so you can preheat, climate, set navigation and things like that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video. I tried to keep it short, but it never happens. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave any comments below if you have anything nice to say. Thank you.